To celebrate over 300 subscribers, I asked you guys to send me your original characters for me, and I picked 3 of those to draw. I've also split the video into sections, so here are the timestamps for that. And now let's look at the OCs. So I considered 5 to 8 characters that I liked best, and I narrowed it down to 3. I tried to pick a pretty wide range of OCs, like I made sure to pick at least one male character, and all giving off different themes and genres. But anyway, the first character is Mouse, spelled M-A-U-S. He's the male version of Alice in Wonderland, and I immediately was drawn to both his design and the cool style of the illustration of him that the artist sent me. The artist's name is Star, by the way. I wanted to sketch a scene similar to the illustration that was given to me because I absolutely love the whimsical style of it, but I changed it up a bit to draw him in a different perspective. The character is male but has feminine attributes, so I drew him looking more on the feminine side, but I left out a few distinguishing female characteristics like the long thick eyelashes I usually draw on girls. I really like the description of Mouse that he's supposed to have more attitude than the original Alice. I kind of wish I could have shown that a bit in the illustration, but I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. I used both the calligraphy brush and the Soul brush that Blue Biscuits uses. The calligraphy brush is used for base colors since the Soul brush has lowered opacity settings. Also, while I'm working on this, I wanted to thank you guys for 300 subscribers and counting. I'm so grateful to all of you for the support and love you've given me, and I'm really excited to continue this journey with you guys. And I'm finished with Mouse, but I'm going to save the final reveal of it until the end with the others. So on to the next OC. Here is Muna, created by Muna Sketches. Let's get into the illustration while I talk about the character. The reason I drew Muna was because the artist Muna Sketches has been such an amazing person for me. For the past couple of years, she has always left such positive comments on every one of my artworks and encouraged me to keep improving. She makes my day every time, so I wanted to thank her by drawing her OC. Muna is a semi-lunar goddess, if I'm remembering correctly. I sketched her out and planned to add a cool color scheme for this illustration. And one of the videos that I made that did really well was my style study of 𝚞𝚗𝚞, and I thought it would be fun if I did a style study of another one of the art masters. So I've got a poll in the community section of this channel for it, and if you want to help decide who I'll be studying this time around, go vote for that. Also, the website that I first found Muna on was Artstreet, or medibang.com, but I've recently found her YouTube channel, so I'll leave the link for that in the info card. I love Muna's space-themed design so much, so that is another reason why I chose to draw her. And for the eyes, I drew them with a small resemblance to 𝚞𝚞𝚞's eye style, which I started to do ever since the style study of her that I mentioned earlier. I also added a background in all of these illustrations, but I kept them relatively simple so I could have enough time for all of them. I finished drawing Muna, but for now let's move on until the final character that I decided to draw was Olive by Dawn. And while I'm sketching her out, let's go over the details of the character. She is a sweet and shy person, and she loves sitting under the cherry blossom trees in the park. The artist also says that her eye color is green, which was not shown in the picture they gave me since her eyes are closed in it. My idea was for Olive to be walking in the park, and I was going to put some cherry blossom trees in the background, but during the coloring process, I forgot to color them like sakura trees, and instead colored them like regular trees. So sorry about that, Dawn, if you're watching. And I typically keep the sketch relatively loose and then clean it up a bit, so it can pass as line art, because I'm just lazy like that. But it helps give my art the sketchy look I aim for, so it works out in the end. Sometimes it can be hard for me to translate the styles of other people's hairs or other aspects of their characters into my own style, and it took a little time looking at it, but it didn't take me too long for all of these illustrations. By the way, I was curious if you guys knew any artists that you might want me to make a style study of. So if there's an artist on YouTube that you want to learn how to draw like, leave that in the comments. I'll add the most commented artist in the next poll. Anyway, I'm so sorry I've delayed my PNG tuber as long as I have, but I'll do my best to try to get it working within the month. And please, if you guys have any idea how to upload sprites or make the microphone work in the Mac version of PNG Tuber Plus, please let me know. Anyway, for the artwork, I rendered Olive with 2 new layers set to add and multiply for highlighting and shading. And now that I've finished drawing Olive, here's the final reveal of all 3 illustrations. And just in case you missed the last time I drew your original characters, click the video at the top right of the screen to watch it.